Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Here we are in this mobile again. I wanted to let you guys know that I've joined a corp. We're going to see how long I'll be here, if I'll be here a long time or a short time, we'll see. Not 100% sure. It's a wormhole corp. I've been in the wormhole and now I'm just chilling a little bit in high sec right now because I felt like I needed a little bit more ships to get myself up and going. It didn't really work out too well in the beginning. It's a wormhole corp, sits in a C5, and I initially had this prospect with me, but it was a little bit difficult. I had a bit of a difficult time finding gas, so I think next time I go there I'm going to use an exploration ship, and it was one of the Tech 2 exploration ships I was considering. Also I was considering the Tech 1 ones, and that's because they're just so cheap, but I like the Tech 2s since they are very good with the ability to have a co-op cloaking device. Makes like chilling around in the wormhole space feel just a little bit safer. It's unfortunate that it's a little bit expensive. You see, yeah, they're quite expensive. I remember that Anathema didn't used to cost this much. Let's see, 5062 even. That's a lot of ISK for these this ship here. Oh, 31. Where's the big price then? Where's the cost here? We've got here 31 million. 6 core probe launchers, core probe scanners cost a lot. Combat scanner probes as well. We can remove them. We don't necessarily need those. Co-ops is important. Also, this nano repair base. I don't know why I would ever need that. Yeah, this didn't significantly reduce the price. Have something like this, where you cheap out on these items. This Gatling gun, for example, is not necessary here. Probably I should make actually a whole new fit, because this is just a fit I happen to have saved here. But what I wanted to do in this playthrough here is just I wanted to do a bit of T2 Abyss with you guys. It's been quite a bit of time since in real life time since I did these T2 Darks. I think they're pretty effective ways to earn ISK, and we're going to see if we can just get them through smoothly so we can get some ISK and achieve our exploration ship. Another ship I also want to get is I want to get the Naga again, because unfortunately we lost that. I apologize that we did not see the loss of it, because it perhaps would be fun for you guys to see. Maybe not even fun, but also a lot of good information would be achieved from that, seeing how I died, because then I could learn from it, knowing why I died, but also you guys could possibly also learn why I died. But because I can't remember 100% how it ended. I thought that I was not able to warp out to a safe bookmark, but not 100% sure. It could be that something else happened that didn't enable me to warp. That could have been very valuable information. But I did earn some ISK from it, at least. The Naga was able to get some decent stuff, so it was not completely a waste. When it comes to the Wormhole Corp, there's also stuff that I want to get that we need to save up for. Namely, there are the... what do you call them now? The Praxis. To be honest, I probably should be going for the Praxis, actually, than saving up for an exploration ship, because I think the T2s that we're doing here, they are going to give us more ISK than doing exploration in wormhole space, because C5s, they don't really have two good sites that they're like a good to hack. It's more these ones with NPCs that you need a bit more combat oriented ship to take out. It could be an idea perhaps that we grind a lot in high sec and we're able to get a good praxis, then we go to the wormhole and use that there. That is actually an idea. So possibly that would be better than an exploration ship now that I think about it. We'll see. Either way, we're going to be doing this T2 Abyss here, but I like the idea actually that we grind a lot in the high sec and then we're able to eventually use it to go to the wormhole space. I know that there are people who do also use slightly cheaper fits in lower tier wormholes. I've seen people using Confessors, for example, in the low tier wormholes to farm sites there, so that could be an alternative, but I'm not too acquainted with how those fits look like for, say, a Confessor. Confessor in itself is not an extremely expensive ship, costs like 50-60 million ISK, but perhaps it's a blink Confessor, I'm not 100% sure. So we'll have to explore good wormhole fits that are cheap, because I am based in a C5, so I'm not going to be able to easily go to the low class wormholes, but there are lots of connections, and you are able to find a connection sooner or later that leads to a lower class wormhole. Wreck these escorts here. So that's something I wanted to update you guys, that I've joined the corp, and we're sort of working around here. Just unfortunate, working around the unfortunate Naga loss. Really do not like that. I really love that ship. It was a good ship. And it was quite a bad mistake. It was like, not like I had a really difficult wave or anything. It was just a silly mistake that somehow I was not able to warp out that caused me to die. So I mean, it was definitely a wave that was able to be handled. I stayed on the grid for quite a while, and I was chilling there trying to destroy the NPCs without warping away, but it seemed like it was too late by the time I clicked warp. It could also be as simple as that I got scrounged, but I don't think I scrounged because I was very careful to see that nothing was too close to me. This hawk here is nice. I hope I don't lose this hawk, because that would be very unfortunate to lose. This hawk is nice, very effective. It's making machine here. Go for this Lucid Eagers here. This guy does more DPS, I've heard, than the classical sleeper NPC frigates. So we perhaps could have taken out him first, but I wanted to here just focus on those fire watchers. Let's go to the argumentative cache there. Good. It may not be too obvious here, but in real life time, it's actually been over 2 weeks since I played EVE Online, and it's just because I wanted to take a bit of a pause from the game, because when you take a bit of breaks here and then, it keeps the game fresh. So my memories of the exact thing we did with the Naga are not 100% correct, but I do actually remember it quite well, because it was a very unfortunate event, you know, but just for your information, it has been a little bit of time. I did join the corp, obviously, but I wasn't during this 2 weeks, but I wouldn't consider that I was playing really that much. I joined, moved stuff around, explored a tiny bit, but not like serious. I'm talking about 2 weeks of non-serious playing is what I'm trying to say. I have logged into EVE. Okay, let's reload these missiles here. Okay, we've got the dreaded Marshall wave. Let's see if we can orbit here. 7.5 kilometers. Take out these arresters. This guy is going to cause us to get webbed, so it could be favorable that we destroy this arrestor so that we don't get webbed. See here, destroyed. You just keep velocity up. It's important to keep the velocity up when it comes to the Edencom NPCs. They all do damage that is mostly like works as missiles. The Edencom don't do missile damage. They do use the Vorton projectors, but they work very similar to how missiles work. Like, they don't think about your angular velocity, they think about more how your absolute speed. Let's take out this Marshal. I just get worried about the Marshal that's just going to wreck us somehow. Wreck this guy here. Easy, easy. Open this up. 2.5 million. Low. It's low loot we've got here. I would have liked to have a bit more ISK here. At least 5 million per room. That, in my opinion, is a very nice haul there. We could do the product discovery. You know, always good to have that product disco. But can you believe it? 130 million ISK we've wasted to that Naga. You know, Eve, you've got big risks. It's an unfortunate part of this game. It is also something that makes the game feel like it has meaning. Oh, I didn't pick up anything here. That is actually good to do, even though it's so tiny amount of ISK that we've got here. Let's encapsulate the pages here. Good. 2.4 million. I also think I'll be exploring what kinds of ISK making activities there can be to do in the wormhole. I know one is planetary interaction. That could be fun to do. I mean, it's not so fun in itself, but I think it could be quite relaxing. You know, say we don't feel like doing anything of intense action, then we can just take something like an epithet, just do a bit of warping, chill, talk about the stuff that we've been up to recently. It could be something, an idea. But I have done planetary interaction a long time ago, or relatively long time ago. 2020 was mainly the year I did planetary interaction. Initially, it was pretty good. I mean, I got a lot of this from it. I think about $1 billion a month profit. But then I know that at some point the PI prices plummeted, so we got very little ISK from that. And then combined with me already having so much money from other activities in the game, it felt like it was not worth my time, and it felt very monotonous because I had so many accounts. So it just felt like logging in, out, in, out, in, out. It's, even though you might think that just logging in and out, who cares about that? But it's logging in and out, undocking, warping. You feel like a robot. It doesn't feel at all fun. This, at least, when I'm doing this abyss here, I feel like I have to do some kind of thought process, a slight amount of thought process, and it makes it a lot. Well, it doesn't feel like a game, you could say. It feels like I'm just doing a silly slot machine to get ISK. Similar to how I'm doing the product discovery here. But the thing is, I'm doing sort of the product discovery on the side of me doing other activities. I don't usually log in to do Eve and do only the product discovery. Then I would also feel in a similar way. But it's good to get some side ISK, especially if you're doing something relaxing like mining. Then you can just do it and chill, maybe talk to people in chat, and then do this at the same time. It's an idea. It's something that I think works pretty well. Good. Orbit this 500. Assault Enforcer, Disparo Troop. When you're using the Gila, then these martial waves are very deadly. Do a lot of damage, but you just gotta keep your range around. If you keep a slight range of like 70-60 kilometers, it usually works out a lot better. And also if you keep up your velocity as well, it's also pretty good. I used to use a MWD Gila fit in the past for T5s, and it is actually pretty good to use an MWD Gila, because then you don't have to use an MTU. You can just directly go to these extraction nodes. Works pretty well. The problem is that the MWD gives so many limitations. Your cap is ruined because the MWD uses a lot of cap, but then also the MWD just like nerfs your capacitor at the same time. It uses a lot of capacitor and then also nerfs your capacitor. Then it makes your signature radius so big, so you take so much damage from the missile-based NPCs, and then on top of that, you've got the big fitting of the MWD compared to an Afterburner. So it's got quite a lot of downsides, and when you're able to handle it, it's nice to have. But when I'm doing, say, T5 Firestorms or T6s, the MWD, I find it pretty difficult to keep having. Pretty difficult. And in the case of the MWD based Gila that I used to use a long time ago, you can still find a lot of videos, because I made a lot of videos on that in the past with T5 electrics and an MWD based Gila. It was really smooth because I had enough tank and I had enough capacitor, so I was able to do it really easily. But the martial wave could be very deadly because we would be taking full DPS from the marshals, since our signature radius was so big, and the Gila has no specific bonuses that reduce the MWD signature radius penalty, like say an assault frigate. Do they still have it? Because I know that they removed it from some ship, the buff here. See, yeah, more micro warp drive penalty. So it makes the assault frigates in this case makes so that the MWDs do not have such a big impact on increasing your signature radius. They did have it in the past for the heavy assault cruisers, but I think they might have removed them. Cerberus is not too expensive, but I think it was even cheaper than this at one point. Yeah, you see, it used to be here, but now it doesn't exist anymore. Okay, let's see here. Oh, skill points. Okay, I got some skill points here. Let's see what our haul is. 13 million, is it 11 million? Okay, that's still pretty good, but I would have liked to have a little bit more. Let's just stack all the agitated darks we keep, sell them, and I think what I'll do is I'll make a container. Oh, it was under 10 million even, that's unfortunate. I'll make a container which I'll keep all the relevant filaments that I like to keep. So we'll freight containers. The good thing about the freight containers is that these guys, they are able to be reassembled, because the station containers, you can't really reassemble them. It's weird. I don't know if it's glitched out or something, but they've got like weird rules. So, we put this in the giveaway one here. We have to like wait 3 weeks or something like that to be able to then use the station containers. It's a bit weird. Okay, so a large freight container, we assemble this, and then set name, filaments. This is good, because then we don't accidentally sell, the filaments that we're using. Even though it might seem, why do you have to bother, separating them? But it's good because you can like have a reduced likelihood of accidentally selling the stuff that you want to keep, and I want to keep the agitated ducks. They're pretty good. We can even buy some more of these. 50, 100 even. Well, that's quite a lot actually. Yeah, 50 of these. That's good. Do we need enough ammunition? Because it could be good that we have some ammunition too. Scourge Rage. Yeah, we need to buy a little bit more ammunition. 10,000 of these. There we go. Good. Got enough cargo space as well. That's good. Okay, so now it's giveaway time. I know you guys like to comment a lot. I appreciate it. You guys want to be in the giveaway. Generally speaking, on the channel here, I'm sort of excited to make this a routine now, because for you guys who don't know, if you're new to the channel, a couple of months ago, about a month and a half ago, I just had enough of having too much items in my character, because I got so much on CCP and it all got muddled up in stuff I had actually earned in game, and it didn't make my character feel pure. It felt like it was just cheated. Everything was free because I had so much money. So what I basically did now is I've given away everything that I did not earn, and started from, actually I gave away everything, and now I'm starting again from zero. And now I don't give, I keep everything that I earn, and I give away everything that I've got from CCP or external sources. So see here, we've got some items here. The Master Charms, Cerebral Accelerator. So let's see who's going to win. We can divide this up into a few. We can do 15 like that, so we get 4 people. We get some of these. We get, you know, a little bit of cash each. 1.2 billion. Could be some help here for maybe getting a really nice battleship of some sort. Okay, so it's El Lignarius. He is going to win some of these accelerators here. See now, is this correct? Does he look? Yeah, he looks like someone who's a correct character. Good. We send this here. Winner number 2 is CBR35. Here you go. Princip Borghese is the 3rd winner. Here you go. Just make sure that this is a correct character. Looks right. And then the last one is Your Dad Eats Grass. Okay. Looks about right. Send this. Okay, enjoy. So, that's stuff for now. Doing a bit of a base with the Hawk. And we'll see what we'll come up with next time. I'll show you around the Citadel in due time. I'm just trying to get a little bit of a stash here of ISK right now in a high sec. I might go there, but the thing is, it's a bit of a process to go to the wormhole. So that's why it's not as easy just for me to just take you guys there directly. So right now I'm focusing a bit on earning some nice stash for ISK in high sec. It would actually be a good idea, to be honest, to have a Naga, so I have something stable here, but we'll see about that. No guarantees here. But I'm going to be focusing about that. But it is a C5. It is a nice Fortizar Citadel. Pretty good plan. It's accessible there. It's definitely going to be something we're going to be spending time with in the future. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something new. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.